Okay, and like that, my friends, we are live. And I know I get it. It's Monday. Why are you live in the evening? Where the hell is Aries? Well, Aries is off world right now. He's in Jaku helping me out. He's actually bringing me some souvenirs from Jaku's. A bunch of junk, he said. But hey, I can make that junk and probably make a lightsaber. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm here with you all tonight. We're gonna have a blast. We got a wonderful panel. It is Six Scale Raw, baby. And let's just go into the intro like this.
They call him the Wizard.
And no, I'm not the wizard. It is Brother Cousins. That's right. It is Brother Cousins. It is true. Oh, yes, it is damn true. And we are here. Six Scale Raw. How's everybody doing? Everybody out there to chat. Everybody out here on the panel. Got this wonderful panel tonight. And we are going to talk some good-ish. Can't wait. Can't wait. First up, got to throw it to my guy right over here. Y'all know him as lame, but he is the Midnight Collector. How you doing, brother? What you got going on?
Not too much. Of course, it was Monday, and I am all here for it. Is the market chart. Wait a minute. Sorry. Wrong show. Wrong show. Welcome to Raw, everybody. It is awesome here being with the fellas tonight for another great panel. Dude, like, Hot Toys kind of seemed to take a week off, and then they said, do you need some dun 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 in your day today, along with some space simping? Well, they said we have got a 2-for-1 special for you because we are here and have some most spectacular things to discuss today.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more, my brother. Could not agree more. And Uncarded Reviews, he said, come on, Space, don't let us down. I was on my way. Of course, I was. Yeah, I was here. I was, 5 minutes late? But I'm here. We're here.
He's so excited, man. He had this morning, he had to come back again.
That's right. Absolutely, Lane. Thank you so much, brother. Absolutely. And we also have the Star Wars newsman. What's up with you, brother? How are you doing today, man?
Brother Cousins Jay, he's the Captain Smith driving this Titanic tonight straight into the iceberg, isn't he?
You already knew
iceberg, right?
Can I get off? No. Can I leave? No. It's the Titanic.
There are no lifeboats for any of
no
us.
lifeboats for me. I'll
Listen to
pretend
violin
I'm a child.
and learn to live with it. Loving being here. Thanks for the invite. Love being on this show. Boy, do we have a lot to discuss. Ahsoka's episode 4 last week took things to a new place, and now tomorrow's episode is so good. I guess they're putting it in movie theaters around the country. So I guess we need to talk about what could be in that leads to that. And then obviously Sabine dropped today and a lot of things. So let's roll.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Absolutely. 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 Definitely. A lot of good stuff going on. Brad Broski, what's up with you? Always good to have you here, Brad. Absolutely. We got also Aaron Collects in the building. He's like, yo, what's up with you, brother? We also got Justin McFly in the building. How are you doing? And of course, you know, we have Single Song right here. He says like and subscribe. Absolutely. And also, We got my guy here, Benjamin E. Green. So Brother Cousin Story Reviews, ready to rock and roll, brother. Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, we got the talented Renz Talentino. This man is like a god. Seriously, he's ridiculous. So good. He also says, "Good evening, everyone." Before we continue there, also got this guy, the Display King himself. Look at all those wonderful displays back there. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. AKA Mickey Mouse.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing out there?
Doing good, bro. Doing good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. It's been I haven't been on a stream in a while on purpose, and when Aries reached out, I was like, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. But
Sir,
yeah, I'm
Wizard Siren Call can't be resisted, sir.
No, you can't.
Either get a headache or just give in and go along for the ride, man.
Yeah, and I wish I could go to the. Well, I could if I wanted to drive. Listen, they for the Ahsoka show in the movie theaters, they say, oh, it's in Philadelphia. It's not in Philadelphia. The theater is not in Philadelphia. It's in the suburbs of Philadelphia, and it's. I hate when they do that. They're like, yeah, it's coming to Philly. And then you're like, what? That's 40 minutes away. That's not Philly. I'm in the city. And I really want to see that. And I know Lael's going to it, but I don't want to drive that far. I'm like that lazy. I'm like,
I got a big enough screen to watch it at home. I'll be good.
That's how I now. Let's get that 65. Let's pull it out and let's get going, baby. Always good to have you here, my brother. Also, when they we're talking through the chat real quick. Also, we got Benjamin E. Green. Just love the intro. The intro is hot, man. I don't know how Aries does it, but it is awesome.
It's from the 80s, baby. It's like an 80s talk show. Those late night old.
It's got that Saturday Night Live feel to it.
Yeah.
Like Dana Carvey's Saturday Night Live. You know what I'm saying? Yep. The Phil Hartman days.
Aries is the master of disguise, man.
Yeah.
Okay, bad fun.
Oh, man. We also got Hold My Balls in the house. He said, like my hats off. That's what he said. Hold my balls today with a drop. They really did. We also got the Booty King himself, the Darkinator. So what up, brothers? What up? What's up? Always good to have you here. We also got Miles Bennett Dyson, 829. He says, Aries looks different tonight. He does. He really does. He just yeah. We also got Mike Torres in the building. How you doing, brother? Always good to have you here. And I want to throw it to this guy right here, second brother, aka Dr. Rusta, in the building. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man? What's going on? How you fellas doing this evening? Glad to be here. And my Grim Knight just arrived like 5 minutes before the show.
Oh, shit. I was going to ask you, did you get it today?
Yeah, it just, the UPS man just dropped it off, literally.
That's what's
so, brother, I was surprised you're not saying, hey, guys, sorry, stuff's not working. I'll catch you guys next week. Sorry,
I'm
last minute technical difficulties that just suddenly delivered themselves.
No,
I'm going to send brother cousin some signal like, hey, bro, I got something else to take care of tonight.
I'm surprised because
I'm patient. So it's sitting in the living room. But get the box in. It's a damn huge box. Checking everything, make sure things not jacked up. The box appeared. It looked like it was dropped. And I was feeling the edge up, but it looked like Prime One pretty much like padded everything on the side.
Yeah.
So it's just like a corner. So I'm like, we'll see what happens when I open this thing up.
Yeah, I hope they didn't mess up anything, man.
The joys of the statue world, man. The joys of the statue world.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. And then dealing with UP. Who delivered it? Was it UPS? Okay. Okay.
Well, I got some inside connects with UPS, so I'm not gonna have too much of a problem with them. So
okay. There we go. Okay, guys. So I want to bring this up right here. This vision of beauty right here. Just, oh God, she just looks great. They did an excellent job on this scope. And I want to bring this guy in because I know he has a lot to say about this. Coming to the stage, we have 1/6 scale man 2099 Leo. How you doing, brother?
No.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? You good?
Always good to have you here on Six Scale Raw. That sounds weird. Coming from me. Definitely. But bro, we'll throw it to you. Your thoughts on this piece, bro. I know you was chiming in a little bit this morning, and I know you did a wonderful episode of The Corner talking about this, but bro, your thoughts on this wonderful piece right here.
Oh no, I think they as far as the likeness, bro, they nailed it. You know, in my opinion, I think it's definitely a 10 out of 10. In my opinion, there's no flaw I can see in that head sculpt. You know, I mean, if you compare it to Natasha Lou Bardizzo, it looks just like her. You know what I mean? Like they captured the essence of it. The paint apps on it, the hair almost damn near looked like it was, rooted, but it is sculpted hair. So I think they definitely nailed that. All the way down to like the tailoring, basically the weathering on the armor. I think everything that they've done thus far has been great. The only thing that I'm questioning is whether or not it's single or double jointed elbows and knees. That's the only thing that I'm kind of skeptical about, because again, we see a few pictures where the possibility is there, but then again, it's kind of hard to tell. The body definitely looks different from what we got from Cosca Reeves and Bo-Katan. So definitely it's it looks a lot slimmer compared to those. So I think that they're going a certain route with this, but the likeness is all the way there, all the way down to the mole on the side of her cheek. And I think they killed it. I think definitely they've captured. And the only question is, like I said, we were talking about this earlier, on the show, whether or not, the head sculpt is going to live up to the prototype and the hype once the production photos drop and once it's released. And I'm like, well, I mean, just judging from their track record, there wasn't too much, of a difference, when we look at that Doc Ock, maybe like a few paint choices there and here and there, but it wasn't much of a difference. Same for, Fennec Shan and Cosca Reeves. There wasn't much of a difference.
It's actually better in some
way. And that's what I'm saying. It was like vast improvements from what we actually seen. If you even go back to Ahsoka, basically what they, were, when we got the prototype for Ahsoka, and if you compare that to the production photos and what we received, it's almost a damn near the same. So when we're looking at these sculpts, it's not too far. I think the only one that I think that was a bit lackluster that I've seen yet was the Athena, and it was just a little off. I still have the figure and I like it, but it was a little off. But that was the only one that I think that was a bit off. Other than that, I think that, again, once it's released, it's, I err on the side of, optimism when I think it's going to be a really, really decent figure. But this is phenomenal. Like I said, if everything else from this line looks like this, they're releasing this. And if everything else down the line looks as excellent as this, like literally, I'm going deep on this line, man. Like, I mean, I love, Shinhai T. I love, Balin Skull, Morgan Espeth. I do, if they give us the Morat, definitely we know we're going to get a Thrawn. But here's the thing, like I said, I mean, episode 5, 6, 7, and 8, there's still more to come that we haven't even seen yet. I know we're going to get like a 2.0 of not a 2.0, but we're going to get like a different version of Ahsoka, possibly. That is a high possibility. But again, this is a great start for the line. I think that what they've done so far is excellent. It's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. I don't, and not in my opinion, and definitely in my opinion, I think they nailed it. I don't see one flaw on this head sculpt at all. And from what it looks like so far, it's definitely well worth the wait. I already pre-ordered it through Ray at Underground. So yeah, I'm, and the thing is, it's like now you got to question whether or not you want one or two with the head sculpt on and with the helmet, the helmeted version. You know what I mean? Do you want one next to Ahsoka, one next to Shinhati? Because it's almost damn near possible that we're going to get that figure, as popular as these characters are. Because if you think about it, so far what we've got, and what the consensus is saying, that Balin nailed that last episode. He's been highly in demand right now. Shaylin,
Yes.
Shin Hati, pretty much being his apprentice. Everybody want that. They, would love to have that figure. So again, like I said, I mean, there's so many possibilities. It's just definitely worth the wait. I cannot wait to see what else they have in store.
Absolutely. No, I share that sentiment with you, brother. When I saw this morning, I was like, damn, they nailed her. They did a job on her. And I mean, just the look of her armor and the colors and everything.
Yeah, bro.
Just the fact that it's once again, I love the female Mandalorians. It's just something that's just beautiful and sexy and dare I say it's sexy about it. It just comes together real well. And they just did it well with this figure right here. Now I want to throw this to second brother because me and him had a conversation today. And when we were talking about this head sculpt, the word exceptional was thrown around. And I found that very intriguing. And one, I agree. I think this is one of the better head sculpts. I really, really do. I think it's definitely one of the better head sculpts. I think they did an excellent job on it. But I was trying to think like what other head sculpt prototypes we saw that were exceptional. I thought the what's his name? Anakin. I think Anakin, the Attack of the Clones Anakin. I think that's an exceptional head sculpt. I think Reva, if we want to talk, we want to stick with the females. I think Reva was an exceptional sculpt. This one right here also, I think, is an exceptional sculpt. But do you want to, bro, elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, bro, we just was talking about it. And, like what Big Mama say back in the day, whoever was sculpt put their foot in it. I mean, they really put their damn foot in it. Foot, arm, whole body in it. Because when I saw it this morning, I'm like, holy shit, this is, I believe, actually, this sculpt. And you look at the Artisan Anakin. The Artisan Anakin was damn good.
Yes.
Damn good.
Yep.
But when you get to this, you like the detail. It's just like you're looking at the actual person. You could forget if we threw this photo in front of people that's not involved in the figure community, they'd be like, wait a minute, this is an actual photo of the person. If you come in and look at it. So the word, I mean, this deserves the word exceptional. And we got the line of good sculpts that came around that Hot Toys is improving and getting better. Only thing with me seeing this, it just gives me hope for Supergirl.
Yes.
Supergirl.
Absolutely. Hold on. We're going to hold that thought real quick. Want to give a shout out to El Professoro in the building. Mario, how you doing? Says best of the best on a Monday night. Sup, fam? What's up with you? Definitely. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Mario's show too. Right after this one, Profi Chat got a great panel over there. It's going to be amazing. Y'all make sure y'all watch it. Watch it at the same time. Do dual screens. I've done that some damn time. Shit, we all like to share the love around here. You know what I'm saying? But y'all make sure y'all go and check out Profi Chat tonight. Absolutely. Shout out. We got almost 60 people in the chat. Can we get them numbers up a little bit? Come on. I'm posting tonight. I need them numbers up, y'all. I need them numbers. Come on, family. Also, Luminar, one of the queen. Luminar, if y'all don't know, she did a picture yesterday of my girl Akasha, played by the one and only Alea. The young lady is talented. The young lady is tremendously talented. You definitely have to check that out.
I've been bugging Ann Adams for like a year and a half over who runs, PCS Collectibles.
No.
But he needs to do a statue of Akasha.
Absolutely.
So at some point he said he might be able to get the rights to get that. And I was like, do it, bro. I don't care if it's 1/3, 1/4, whatever. Just do it, and I'll be like, I'm gonna buy it, man. Like, I don't care if people look at me weird. I don't care as long as the head sculpt at least.
They can look at us. They can look at us weird together, Lane. I'm sorry. That's coming home.
The head sculpt's like 3/4. If it's 3/4 there, I'll buy it.
If she have been here, she have lived. She would have damn sure would have been Bo-Katan. She would have been in that line right there.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Sasha would probably got a little pushed to the side a little bit. Sorry to say that for Sasha fans, but Aaliyah would have fit in so well with that.
Man,
Yeah.
I just wish they could have got all the 4 horsewomen. Like it's Charlotte, Bailey, Sasha, and
That would have been amazing.
like all 4 of them as female Mandos and like between season 2 and 3 and some all together. Dude, that would be like so cool. I've been like, where's my Hot Toys, man? I need to buy all 4 and put them together.
That would have been amazing. Absolutely. Now we're with you, Lane. Your thoughts just on this piece as well.
Well, I think my thoughts are I already pre-ordered it.
There you go.
I already pre-ordered it from. I saw it went up like 5 minutes after it went off the racks. Got it and stopped the pre-order, and now they're already sold out. I saw it like, oh look, that went up 2 minutes ago. Click. I'm like, should I do this? Well, it's only $15 down, and if I change my mind or something later, or like I hate the entire second half of Ahsoka or something, and I'm just like, no, I'm done with this. I can always cancel it or switch it to something else later. So I think like this is what Hot Toys for a new line for a new show, which I think this is. I actually think for Star Wars to a certain step for Hot Toys with Star Wars, just like for Disney, this is like this, and we'll probably talk about it a little bit. Like this is important. It doesn't have to be the best. It doesn't have to be A New Hope, reinventing Star Wars and our passion up to level 10. It is like it needs to be because Skeleton Crew or what Skeleton Crew, another one. No one's going to care about that, even if it's good that much. Ahsoka is known character. That show has to be good. I think this line is important, not for all time, but for the next couple of years, for specifically with the Star Wars license for Hot Toys. This line and it doesn't got to be 50 figures like Mando or something, but I think this line has to go over decently with people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where all the figures need to be pretty killer. They don't need to do even double digit, but if they do like 8 killer figures where you look at it and you're like, I don't know if I need the Robo Droid from the corner, but that Robo Droid from the corner just looks so cool or has some functionality. I got to get it with the rest of it. This is the way to start it.
Yes.
This would be now. This sets the bar. Like this sets the bar though. Now I don't expect every figurehead sculpt to look exactly this great. Like I could see for if they do Braylon with his beard and stuff like that, it may not come off as good completely if it's, you know, whether it's rooted or it's plastic. You know, there might be a little bit of challenge with that, but it's still got to look good, or it's got to have some posability or something with it that makes it really cool. They set the bar high, but this is what the first figure for this line had to be. I think even with because even Ahsoka, we can admit there's been mixed reaction, even amongst us. There's been stuff we've liked and stuff we kind of went, you know,
exactly.
But I think the second part of the first half, I really think they kicked it up into gear. I think it's been much more positive than negative. They did. I'd say if this body, I'm with Lael though, bro, it's got to have multiple joints in the elbows. I sold my Costco Reeves. I like never even displayed it. That's so that I can pay and buy for Boba Fett. So I got to get Boba Fett. I don't have one, so I got to get Boba. But
and that's the thing. It's like
made me insane.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like with this, and this has become a common thing with the female Mandalorian figures that they've been going with this whole solo, you know, with this not giving us double joint bodies, and it's ridiculous. It's like, come on, the technology is there, they can do that.
There's no
Brett,
excuse.
let me ask you, Brett, do you think that they would do that with this figure? You think you'll do some, because it already does look like a different body. It appears that the body that they're using is a little different. Do you think they'll give us double joints on this figure? And just your overall thoughts on the piece.
Well, I really do hope that they do give us double joints. I think that's something that all of us collectors really want and kind of expect at this point, almost out of every figure, you know. You got all that competition out there now, and Hot Toys has got to, you know, ratchet things up in every facet, I think. And I really do hope that they give us the double joints. But I agree with what everybody has said on this panel about this figure, so I won't go back and rehash all of it. Leal's second brother, Lane. I mean, I have no disagreement on any of it. I think they nailed everything about it. I will say this. Don't make no mistake about this. Sabine Wren is going to have a very critical role in this Ahsoka story. She already does.
Mhm.
I would throw out the argument that the first half of the season has been more her story than Ahsoka's story.
Yes,
Mhm.
I agree.
If you think about it and you just focus on the through line and you know, the whole first episode was basically her being this rebel who had to be, you know, put in a cage, and then, you know, her getting, you know, the lightsaber in the gut, having to recover, agreeing to come back and try to patch things up, you know, and then handing over the map last week. I mean, you know, it's really been her story for us up to the end, obviously. And now I think we're going to start seeing Ahsoka, and you know, we're going to start seeing things shift a little bit. But anyway, Sabine Wren is going to be a critical part of this.
Mhm.
You know, Ahsoka said in last week's episode, Sabine, can I count on you? I think in the end, she's going to do something that is going to be amazing. And I will also say this, it looks like we get some cool accessories with this figure, with the hologram Ezra Bridger. I think that was a neat little add-in. And of course, the Lost Cat, which we knew we were probably getting, but I'm just glad we get to see it in there. You know, assuming we're going to get it and then seeing it are two different things. So I'm glad we're getting that.
Mhm.
And, you know, I mean, onward we go. I will close my thoughts on this. I mean, if anybody wants this figure, you probably got 3 or 4 months to get her, because this thing is not going to have a production run.
Yep.
That's very deep, and you're going to get to see her story continue to play out for the next 4 weeks, and maybe even beyond that. So if you want this figure, I wouldn't wait until you know, next April to make that decision.
Mhm. No, I totally agree. 100%. Good thoughts there. Good thoughts there, Brent. Absolutely. This is not one to sleep on. This is something to get. We're seeing her story play out, and I mean, it's not long before she becomes a household name. And I think a lot of people, all the people, this is a real interesting time, because we're getting this figure, we're getting these characters, and I know there's some people out there that didn't really know that much about Rebels, but I think after this show, you're going to find a lot of people that didn't know about Rebels go back and start watching and learn to appreciate these characters even more. And I think you're going to see a lot of that. So, and it's funny how all this works in hand. One thing I want to give a shout out to Late Bloomer, my guy. He said this pre-order was a no hesitation 3-quarter from half court. Easy grab for me. Absolutely. What's up with you, Late Bloomer? Absolutely. We also got Two Ferns in the building. Says, going to skip on this figure. I'm not feeling the hair skull. What? To each his own. To each his own, though. Everybody has a different opinion. But I want to throw this to Costa real quick. So, pre-ordered for this figure dropped today. $271. $271. What are we doing here? Where are we going with the pricing? The pricing on these are weird. Like, sometimes they're I was thinking maybe $280. I didn't think it would go past $300. I didn't think it was going to be a $300 figure, but $271 seems pretty good in these ages. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, I think it's a great price. This is what we're doing. This is $271. This is $300. $271. We just did it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree with you guys more. I don't see the actress in this at all. I'm really sad at what Hot Toys did here. The clothing is off. The colors are just god awful. You guys, what do I need to get glasses? What's going on here?
No comment.
I mean, the best part is the Loth Cat.
Right.
And
Right.
seriously, I already have the other one. I have to collect them all. So they put another Loth Cat with another figure that's as crap as this, and I'm in trouble. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
And scene. Sticking with you though, Casca.
Listen. I was before this. We were gonna get on. I went down into my daughter. Like I have the Hasbro Sabine figure.
Nice.
For myself, right? I couldn't find it. I was like, "Where's?" I was asking my daughter, "Where's my Sabine?" And she's like, "I don't know." And then I was gonna grab my daughter's Sabine helmet that she has, and the dark saber. And then I was gonna grab the 12-inch like Mattel Sabine that we have here. So we like Sabine in this family. We like Rebels also. It's a fantastic show. I don't give a shit if it's cartoons.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah,
It's a good show.
it is.
From beginning to end. This is a spectacular figure, and yes, easy pre-order. Hera will be an easy pre-order.
Yeah.
Chopper is definitely, they're gonna make Chopper. If they don't, they're missing an opportunity.
Yes, and that's what I'm gonna ask you too. Like, how many figures you think we're gonna get from this line?
Here's the thing. This is tricky because, like, you know, Hot Toys sometimes they'll give you like, you know, 5 or so. Like, the Attack of the Clones. What do we get? Like 8, right? Did we get
20,
8 or 9?
Like 20
something like that. Like, we want the Balin. We want Shin.
Yes.
I even want Morgan. I want Hu Yang. I want Hu Yang because it's David Tennant. He's one of the original droids. He was in Clone Wars. It's not like the first time he's been on, you know, on a show.
Yep.
I just I don't know if we're gonna get past Hera, Chopper, and Ahsoka. You want to get past Hera, Chopper, and Ahsoka, because man, Ray Stevenson, God damn, would it have been great? Like if he survives the series, the character.
Yes.
Just imagine like the future using Balin. I don't know. I'm so sad that he's passed away, and I don't know if like there's really anybody out there that could give you that performance that he's giving at the moment. So yeah,
absolutely, he's doing damn good on that.
Even Marok, I'll take a Marok too, because he was an Inquisitor. He probably died, and then Morgan was like, "Hey, I'm gonna bring you back to life." So yeah. I'm all in on that stuff.
It was very unique that, you know, it was well actually I was thinking about it. It was like it was strange because Marok would have been the easiest choice to release first without a sculpt.
Right.
You get that out, you know, basically to entice, you know, definitely, you know, but I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at the choice in this. And I think it's all also going to be based off of popular opinion because a lot of people love Balin. A lot of people love his, you know, even Shin. They love the camaraderie with those characters. So I think that when Hot Toys sees that there's an interest in certain pieces, they're like, okay, yes, like let's capitalize because they'd be stupid if they didn't. You know what I mean? But with that basically being said, we have seen them do stupid shit.
Absolutely.
So,
time and time after again.
So you can't, you know, you just got to gauge and get in when you fit in. When it comes to that, man,
I think the next obvious choice, and anybody can jump in on this. What do you guys think about them doing? Because I think this is obvious. A Hera Chopper 2-pack. I see that next.
It makes sense because Chopper, you know, that's Hera's droid, so it does make sense that you could do a 2-pack. I'm just wondering. I don't know. I guess if you have Chopper, you have to have Hera. At least in my eyes. So yeah, 2
different SKUs. They're gonna do 2 SKUs.
Yeah, they're gonna do 2 different SKUs.
They're gonna do because brother, money talks, and they want to make that money, and they know that Chopper's a hot commodity. They don't want to basically tie that in, even though, like I said, it is her droid. They're trying to make money, so they're going to give us a separate droid from the figure. Watch, but they do stuff like that, bro.
I think they have to make one villain too. I mean, you know, the question is which one, right?
Well,
I mean,
Thrawn. You know we're gonna get a Thrawn, bro.
Oh
yeah, Thrawn.
for sure,
Okay.
for sure.
You're right. We're getting a Thrawn. Yes.
One thing with Chopper is I hope they do what they did with R2D2 and give us a remote with like his speech,
Mhm.
the things that he said. I would love that.
You know what was crazy, and I just thought about this just now. People are extremely excited about Balin, so excited about this line, but we did almost damn near forget that there's still no sighting of Thrawn. Like, we still got to wait on Thrawn, and it's like that's how good.
Yep.
You know, Ray Stevens is playing this character, because you think and your focus is on him. We forget that we got to get the Thrawn too, and that's going to be another impressive performance, I believe. So yeah, we just got to wait and see.
So before we move on to the other releases and other announcements, since we're talking about this, and I can take this down for right now, just because just like having a conversation. We don't need visuals all the time, but I want to bring this up. Like, what do you like overall so far? Because we're halfway through the season right now. I have enjoyed every episode, and I couldn't say that about Mandalorian season 3. I couldn't, but I could say that about this. I enjoyed every episode we have gotten so far, and I mean, and what's to come tomorrow, who the hell knows? All I know is I'm excited. I want to throw it to you, second brother. How are you feeling about this show overall right now?
I love the show, and I think the most important thing is that everyone that's involved in the show has a vested interest in the show, and they have their own particular passion about the show and the characters that they play, and it reflects. By meeting Rosario Dawson, and she was so excited about playing that character and being involved in the Star Wars universe, it carries over, and that's where Dave Filoni and all the people that are involved have a actual vested personal interest in it, in the shows. Yeah. And that's what's making this show excellent. Like we're talking about, we haven't even got to the villain yet. He hadn't gotten to the head villain yet. Yeah. It was almost to the point where, damn, we forgot about Thrawn for a minute. Mm-hmm. It's like, all right, we're gonna see what Morgan and Balin got set up. And then when Marak got cut down and we saw that he was just a bunch of dust and apparently a part of Night Sister magic, that adds another layer to it. So all in all, man, this is like one of the best series that Disney Plus had put out thus far. And if they can turn around and put this out, I think really going to the drawing board when they do other series, and make sure they have people involved that has a vested interest, because that goes leaps and bounds.
Nope. I totally agree. So you feel this way about it?
Good.
Could have did a better segue, but I had to throw it in. Star Wars newsman Brett, your thoughts on the series so far?
Well, I think it's outstanding, and I agree. I think it's the best Star Wars yet. Every moment of every episode builds on the next. Yeah. And I think I said this a few weeks ago, is that it just feels like everything is concise, everything is deliberate, everything makes sense. And I start comparing it to like Book of Boba Fett and maybe some parts of The Mandalorian, and I kind of roll my eyes a little bit at that stuff. I mean, for sure, Book of Boba Fett. I mean, that show dragged early on. It had a few good moments, and then suddenly it's The Mandalorian for the last 4 episodes. I mean, it's almost like the writers just got writer cramp and didn't know what to really do, so they went with their out pitch and went back to square one with it halfway through the show. And again, like I said, there's decent moments in there, but at the end of the day, I wasn't a fan of that show.
Yes.
And The Mandalorian, I mean, yeah, it kind of tied off the whole Gideon thing after the 3rd episode, but I still don't know where that show's going.
Right.
I'm still not sure what the point of any of it is, where it's all headed. Is Bo-Katan gonna be I mean, is it just a show where we get to, is it like the Lone Ranger where we get to see, the Mandalorian and Grogu just go off like the Lone Ranger in Tonto in every episode, and just go do something fun and fly around and be goofy. Again, this show seems to have purpose. It has a story. It continues to build. And the way that episode ended last week has all of us on pins and needles as to what happened, what's going on. Did she really die when she fell off that cliff? How did she get to the world between worlds? I mean, it just continues to build, and I cannot wait for tomorrow night.
I agree. I share that sentiment exactly. And I mean, that's how I feel. I feel this is what we should have got.
Whoa.
We have to bash something down.
I was like, I thought that was me.
Oh, yeah. We don't have to. Yeah, we don't have to bash something, to level something else up, because I think Ahsoka speaks for herself. We can definitely see the difference in quality. We do. Yeah. There was things. Don't get me wrong. There was things in Mandalorian season 3 that I liked. There was a lot in it that I liked, honestly. But I could see like the dip in quality, and not even a dip in quality, but like, where are we going? Like
right.
You were saying, Brett, like, what direction are we going with this? It seemed like we were going in. It was season 2. We were going in a totally different direction, and then they just deviated from that. It's like, what's going on? But with this has purpose. It has a direction, and it's just hitting all the right. It's hitting all the right notes, so to speak. Want to go to Costa on this? Your thoughts on the season so far, man?
Oh, I'm loving it. I was I'm a big Rebels fan, so just like Dave, when he writes like Star Wars lore with the Force, I love that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm loving the show. I can't wait for tomorrow night. That's really, I mean, by the way, the Book of Boba Fett, Jon Favreau wrote every single episode. So just so you guys know, John and Dave make some hits, and then they also make some misses. So, not everybody's perfect.
Yeah.
And, but like, I believe that Dave he understands what George was going for.
Mm-hmm.
So I do trust him, and I hope that they give him more freedom to do stuff like this. And I know, he's executive. Him and John are executive producing the Skeleton Crew too. So hopefully that's decent and ties in, because they're all supposed to tie into the movie that Dave's doing at the end. So I don't think Thrawn is going anywhere for a while. So he's not. They're not getting rid of him after this episode, this season of Ahsoka.
So we got to look at it like this. This is the foundation of the build-up of the First Order. They still have the Knights of Ren to introduce.
Mm-hmm.
They still have all this backstory that can be used, and it can be followed through with fresh set of eyes, fresh set of minds and ears. They pretty much build off of this series right here. I mean, you got to look at it. Rebels is pretty much, this Ahsoka, we call it Rebels season 5, is the springboard of what else is to come afterwards. So
very true.
I hope we get a little mixture of the OT in there. Hopefully we may see a Leia at some point. Maybe.
Maybe. Midnight Collector Lane. How are you feeling about it?
I hated the first 2 episodes.
Really?
I unabashedly say 100%. I hated them. I hated Sabine. She was. I thought her character was unlikable in the first episode. I'm still asking, how did she survive a lightsaber? I've been doing it a lot in Disney Star Wars about that. She should be dead. She got Qui-Gon. So,
I'm gonna have to. It's been some folks out there that did some very good detective work and camera angles and everything, and spotting out the human anatomy where the lightsaber actually went.
Well, they're also space people too. So at the end,
but if you know about human anatomy,
I know, but I'm just saying, I'm used to, you get stabbed with a lightsaber, you dead, and almost any other media I've ever, or you're getting hacked to ribbons. Maybe I play too much Jedi Jedi Outcast too much back in the early 2000s and stuff, because I used the mods where you could actually like sever limbs and stuff. However, after I got past really the first 2 episodes, I loved 3 and 4. Once we kind of got stuff going, I've liked it. Another thing I will say that annoyed me when Ezra called Sabine his like a sister, I was like, no, that's not what he said in the original at the end of Rebels in the last episode. That's not what he said. But that annoyed me a little bit too, because that had, to me, Kathleen Kennedy stuff written all over it. But once we finally got going with stuff, I love Balin. I like the direction the story's going. Like you guys said, I'm all jacked up for episode 5. I think the entire second half of the series, it's not going to be like where you guys said, where we were like, where are we going and everything in season 3 of Mando. This knows where it's going. I would say probably just in general storytelling terms, my only concern, this isn't considered with Ahsoka, is because I've become very much a thing where whatever your plot, whatever your thing is, you need to rack it up in the story that you're doing, because the way Disney is with cost cutting other things, we know now supposedly there's supposed to be a movie. But if that's going to cost, 2 or 3 years from now, if that's going to cost $150 million to make, Disney may not do it. So I'm very much of, you need to end your story and not expect to have something else come. Like, I'm very much in that mode for my media, because I don't want to be on a cliffhanger where, we get Thrawn still alive. And I don't want Thrawn to like get wasted or anything like that either. Right. I would like him to be a movie villain. Right. But like, I play devil's advocate because we don't know what's going on. It's like what's going on with statue companies. Going to couple fold by the end of the year. Who knows? But if we get where we're at least 3 or 4 years away from that movie coming, or if there's going to be another series or whatever in between to continue the links, are we going to get where Disney's just going to say, hey, this is kind of too much money. We're not getting our stuff. So we're just going to remake the original Star Wars trilogy. But it's going to be like ours, where we fully kind of have Star Wars now in our image that we want. Do I put Disney past doing that? No. So I worry and so basically all this other stuff happened. Well, thanks for spending your time and everything on this, but we're rebooting Star Wars. This is our starting point. All the stuff we told you was canon for the previous and this is all wacky. I know this sounds wacky, but we've seen I know, but we've seen stranger things happen with some of this, and they just kind of say this is our start point again.
Question for the panel. If this is a success, does Kathleen Kennedy get any accolade at all? Oh, yeah. Or is she gonna just get all the I mean, I'm not a fan of hers by any stretch, but what you see is things are bad. It's Kathleen Kennedy, but things are good. Then John and Dave are saving everything, even though John wrote all of the Book of Boba Fett. There's some questionable stuff in there. I liked it. Yeah. I just didn't love it. Yeah.
I don't think she's an evil emperor puppet master doing all this stuff.
No, look at Marvel too. We don't like Kevin Feige at Marvel's hasn't had any hits either over the last So it's been kind of like a dry spell at Disney with Marvel and Star Wars. So what they really need to do is everybody regroup, pare it down, and pay the writers and get the writers to write better stuff. And,
there you go.
Maybe a few less of them. So it's a little bit more focused with the storytelling. I still think Ahsoka is
less the committee.
I think Ahsoka will be the best series though by the time this is over.
I think so too.
As we talk about with Kathleen Kennedy, I think for her, she just needs to take a step back and let people work. And let people work. I think the problem is with all of this, especially money. When money is involved, you got the executive suits involved, and then everyone is trying to please every individual group and try to bundle everything together. To me, that's the failings of. I love the Book of Boba Fett. I looked at it 4 times. I like it. Besides the Power Rangers, Surf Ninjas, whatever they were riding around, they can left that out. But all the rest of it, as a whole, is like a montage of we have to satisfy every group of people with this IP. You got to satisfy everybody, and you're not going to do that. Instead of telling his story the way it's supposed to be told. Even Tamara Morrison even said, "Hey, I get what he was trying to do, but for Boba Fett, that's not going to work."
Yeah,
because all just just to cut this short, it's just like it was a montage of trying to please every individual group with that series, and it just don't work. Instead of just dealing with the source material and just let it fall as it may. But with this, everything, if you follow Rebels, everything, the pacing, everything is on its correct view and its correct trajectory.
No, and I totally agree to that. Before we move on to our next subject, definitely I want to get Leo's thoughts on where not just the that we're halfway through the series, but also like the direction where we're going. Because personally, I like where we're going. I think like I said, I've said it before. I think this is definitely one of the best Disney Plus shows we've gotten so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I overall, bro, I love the entire show. I loved episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. I mean, the pacing was right for me because like I said before, I love slow crawls. Because again, like I said, you have to get those who aren't really familiar with these characters. You got to kind of get them familiarized in a sense, like just to kind of welcome these characters back. When we're talking about Ahsoka and we're talking about Sabine, I didn't get hung up on what I saw from Rebels, but it's because I know these are different times now. You know what I mean? Again, you know what I mean? Everything has changed. When we saw them, it was a complete unit, but there was a lot of losses. You know what I mean? Sabine has lost a lot. Ezra, now in the unknown region, her family dead, they're gone. You know what I mean? Her being responsible for the death of so many Mandalorians based on something that she built for the Empire, and there's a level of regret there. So I think her stoic attitude fits her narrative because she's broken. You know what I mean? Same as Ahsoka. Ahsoka's broken because she still blames herself, for, Anakin's twist and his turn to the dark side because she felt as though and probably felt and still feels as though if she would have been there, that could have changed. She might even also feel that she's responsible for the entire demise of the Jedi Order. You know what I mean? Because of certain choices. You know what I mean? So there's a lot that's kind of playing up, and there's guilt on both sides juxtaposed together in one particular story. You know what I mean? They're both going on their separate journey to find each other. They need to find themselves and to kind of get in tune. And I like the slow crawl in the very beginning. I like what we actually got from the second episode because, again, there were no fillers. There's no fillers for anybody to basically call any of these episodes fillers. There's none because they're cohesively tied together. It's taking you somewhere. I get it. Like, look, I don't expect everybody to like these shows or like, what we're getting from Disney Star Wars. But I mean, again, you got to admit, when we got Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2, people were riding with it. I actually loved I like season 3 of Mando. I definitely like Bo-Katan's arc. Certain choices were iffy, but I mean nothing's perfect. I mean, Obi-Wan, I loved what I got from Obi-Wan, certain parts of it that were there. The emotional beats between him and Anakin were so important. I think we actually got that. You know what I mean? We got that hurt that you still see in Obi-Wan. Book of Boba Fett, the first couple of episodes with the Tuskens, I absolutely loved every bit of it. Everything that we actually got from there. There were, again, choices with the Vespa gang and stuff like that. I get it. But, again, I find it good in all these things because, like I said, I'm a Star Wars simp. You might as well say that's just what it is. I've loved this stuff since I was young. But I think that, like I said, I trust the vision. I trust progression. I trust the simple fact that me, myself, I had to learn how to let go, bro. I keep saying it. I had to learn how to let go of what became or what came before it because it was that time. I enjoyed and I loved the OT. I love the prequels. You know what I mean? The sequels, not so much, but there were certain things there that could have been improved. But at the same time, I had to learn to let go of certain things to prepare for the future. If we want this IP to expand, we have to be willing to let it expand and accept the change that's coming with it. Especially they're going into the unknown region, a totally different galaxy. We're going to see some things we probably haven't seen before. You know what I mean? So I'm trusting that process. I definitely trust Filoni. And I agree, like when everything is going good, we definitely, kudos to Dave Filoni, kudos to Jon Favreau. But you got to understand who greenlit the whole thing in general. If it wasn't for Kathleen Kennedy greenlighting Mando, we wouldn't have got that at all. We wouldn't have got Book of Boba Fett. We wouldn't have got Ahsoka. She greenlit this stuff. She's basically, again, I understand that a lot of people don't like her. She's a producer more so than she is anything else. Yeah. But also you got to keep in mind that there's people ahead of her. Like she has bosses too. We know that those execs make those choices, things that they want to see from merchandising. They'll always slide that in there. And sometimes it forces the hand that's leading. You know what I mean? So that's just mainly how it is. I look at it that way. So I'm not completely going to blame her 100% for what's going on with Disney, because there's a lot of people that are basically involved with that as well. You know what I mean? But for what we're basically getting, I mean, I'm be in Philadelphia tomorrow, basically at a theater that's showing, episode 5. So I cannot wait.
Where in Philadelphia?
It's
not in Neshaminy is not Philadelphia. That's
they're calling
drive, bro. I wanted to go out to that. I
it's like an hour and 45 minutes away from where I'm at. So
it's like 35 minutes away from me, and I'm in the heart of Philly. So I was like, no, why Neshaminy?
Why? Yeah, but definitely, man. Like I'm excited about it. I'm actually excited about it. And when we talk again, one last thing, when we talk about Kathleen Kennedy, we're talking about E.T. We're talking about Indiana Jones. We're talking about a lot of her,
put some respect on her name.
You got to put some respect on. Look, Star Wars, she might have actually taken it somewhere else where people don't like it. I get that. But you cannot discredit her for some of her production work on other things that she's done, because she's killed it. And if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have got these things. That's what I'm saying. So just keep in mind, with her helming certain things, you got to give credit where credit is due. I just hope that if she's on her way out, at least she can have something under her belt to say that she was successful with. And again, when I'm looking at Ahsoka, man, I'm happy as to where it's going to go. 5, 6, 7, and 8. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be something spectacular, and that's what I'm waiting on.
Absolutely, dude. Well said, well put. Absolutely. Want to give a shout out to some people in the chat. We got Charlie the Unicorn. He says, don't poke the hell out of Hot Toy Sabine Wren. I think a lot of us have. Definitely. Also want to give a shout out to Tony Marine, Semper Fi. Absolutely. I see y'all, sucker bro. I see y'all. I see the two devil dogs. I see that. He says, giving up Monday Night Football for this stream. That's some love right there, dude. It truly is. I forgot we were back in football season. God,
it's two teams we don't care about.
There you go.
It's not the Eagles or the Ravens. I don't care.
That's hard. That's hard. I didn't know the Ravens were playing.
That's a tough subject right there.
That's tough right
there.
They
played. Aaron Rodgers apparently got hurt tonight, and he's out of the game already. So well done.
Oh, seriously?
Damn.
He's in the locker room getting evaluated. So there you go. Maybe
he's old.
How about that?
Damn. Old. Already?
He's hurt. Yes, he's out. He's out of the game.
We didn't even get started.
Damn.
Well, the Jet season of interesting isn't already open. I was looking forward to so much drama there this year. We'd be talking about what has more wars in it, the NFL in New York or Star Wars by the end of October.
Well, I just started back watching football. I hated the owner of my team so bad, I just stopped watching, period.
He was a piece of work.
Who was the owner of your team?
Dan Snyder. Snyder.
Oh, Washington. Yeah. Bro, that's like, I guess you could have the Texans owner, but that's the only way it could get maybe downhill.
shit.
I didn't buy no merch. The merch that I had was under him, threw away. It's like I'm not touching no football.
I'm still not buying merch. I'm sorry, I can't wear something that says the Commanders. I'm sorry. We need to.
No, no. They said the name is going to change.
So that is going to happen.
That name is going to change.
The Seminoles.
That's
there you
terrible.
go.
They were better than the Washington football team.
Wait, they're gonna name them what?
I just said the Seminoles. That would be dope.
No. You take that out of your mouth. There's only one Seminoles. That's my alma mater, Florida State. There's no.
As long as they don't use Redskins.
Let me hold Costa back. Let me hold you back, buddy. Gotta hold you back.
You better not take Seminoles. We have an agreement with the Seminole Nation of Florida to be able to use that name. Damn it!
Gotta hold them.
See, that's what happens when you bring up sports on a toy show.
Little bro, I'd have been like this on that one. I would have been like, I would have had to walk away on that one. I'm like, you were on that one.
Would it be appropriate if they renamed them the Washington Insurrections?
Oh shit!
That's a gut shot, man. That's a big gut shot.
That's just a kick in the balls.
Too soon.
This reminds me how naming the sport teams can be just weird sometimes. Is I remember when the Washington Nationals, were coming into existence, and one of the names put in they should call themselves was the Yankees, just to annoy the Yankees. So it's like Yankees, but with an I instead of an A. That was actually a legitimate name that someone had suggested.
Jesus.
The Washington Yankees.
Terrible. Got SixthScale Mafia. What's up, bro? What's up with these head?
Hey.
What's the wizardry? What's up with you? Always good to see you here, Anthony. Absolutely. Definitely want to bring this guy up right here. So we got this today. I was waiting. I heard about this weeks ago, and I was like, where the hell is it at? Where are we getting it? When are we getting RoboCop? When are we getting RoboCop? And boom, we got RoboCop and Sabine today. So today was a good Monday. Definitely was a good Monday. I have the RoboCop. I have the Battle Damage RoboCop and Murphy box set. So this would be my proper RoboCop right here with the helmet and all the goodness. So I'm in love with this. So I want to throw this to the panel. Anybody can jump in real quick on this. Are we all excited for this, or is it, or has time passed on this?
No,
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Here like yesterday.
Yeah,
you need to be here like yesterday.
I'm not getting it, but it looks amazing. Like I think they nailed the look to it and everything. It's a great one-off. If you have Ed 209 already or something from a while ago, this is like how can you not? Even though we didn't get it saying RoboCop 3, like some of these accessories to see RoboCop versus paired against Ed 209, like I somehow put them or get a flight stick or something maybe that could pose RoboCop in, like he's flying there with his autocannon or something. Like that's just it. But do you guys, everybody, do the facial panels? That looks like Peter Weller, doesn't it? Like the old one. I assume they reused the old Peter.
I think this is Peter Weller. I think that it looks like the same faceplates that we got from the version that we got of him in the chair. And I believe, what was that, RoboCop 2? So yeah, I think this is Peter Weller. I don't think it's it's sad. I can't remember the other guy's name. He was the guy that was in.
No one remembers RoboCop 3 for good reason.
Yeah. But this looks good though. I think it turned out real good. Diecast, I mean, come on. I mean, they've been doing RoboCop figures. I mean, I remember when I first started seeing Hot Toys back in the early 2000s, and that's when they were doing the model kits and stuff. So to see them go back to the well and do this, and it's a good one-off. We needed something different. You know what I'm saying? We get a lot of Marvel, we get a lot of Star Wars, of course, a lot of DC. We needed this. You said Predator?
I said AVP Predators. Those
Oh,
are my
absolutely.
I would love to see like modern figures done. I know there's the Prey one, but I didn't care for Prey, that Predator, as much as I like the.
What?
I think he's fine, but I like my favorite Predators, even though I don't necessarily love the movies so much, is Wolf is my favorite from AVP 2. That's like the worst Predator movie this side of the Predator. But that guy is my absolutely favorite Predator of all time. And then the AVP, like I guess, juvenile Predators that we saw in AVP.
Absolutely. All diecast? No, I think some of it is a good portion of it is diecast, but none of them are all diecast. But man, this looks good. Second brother, you getting this right? I know this is
Oh yeah, man, that's already paid for.
Woo.
I'm a RoboCop nut.
Hell yeah.
So, man, that's all in. I had to make a trip back to my storage place so I can get the 24-inch one that I have in there still.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to mine, dude. I don't know what happened to that figure. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I gotta
Definitely.
yeah, but man, when I saw this, when they teased it and they brought it out, I'm like, oh damn, this is a no-brainer right here. It's been paid off forever. So
Nice.
I'm just waiting for it to get here. So man, you just can't go bad. You just can't get bad with RoboCop.
SixthScale Mafia says, Jay, let me express my discontent. LOL. Sent you some pics. Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Figure out what that's about. Costa, I know you're getting this, bro. I know you building a great like this.
Hell yeah. I got I saw this movie when I was 12 because my my godfather, who I visited in New York for a week, you know, was like, hey, RoboCop, that's good for a 12-year-old, right? Yeah. The 80s, baby.
Yep.
Considering it almost got an X rating.
Yeah, so this was like one of those movies that, you know, it's the nostalgia, the impression it gave you as a 12-year-old boy watching a cyborg cop take out this like you know, the criminals in Detroit, and you're like, wait, is Detroit really this bad? Is it? Oh no, it's the future. It's the future. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. The jetpack, we take it away, we put it in a box, and we let it go sit someplace else. But yeah, a lot of people are talking about the color of the suit.
I think it looks good.
Yeah. I also think it looks good. The when this first came out, there was also, you know, discussion about the suit, and there's an actual RoboCop archive which tells you the colors of the suit. Now, in real life, the suit was green. It had a green reflective color to it. So if you saw it was like a metallic green because the photoreactive paint that they used. Let's see. The suit was painted in a variety of ways in different films. The first and the third suits were very gray, whereas suit in the second one tended to be towards a plasticky blue. So this is kind of more gray with a little bit of you know, that purple sheen. So from that description, I think they hit the nail on the head.
We make jokes about the jetpack. And you know, there's actually a company that's contracted for the military that had developed a jetpack like that.
It's
almost
for the military. Yeah.
The military. It is.
Yeah.
I've seen it actually live when I was in Florida a couple of years ago, and it's amazing. Like when you see the ideas put on film. And then somebody like, you know what, let's just make this shit. And then you actually live long enough to see it. And you just sit up there like, damn, this reminds you of RoboCop 3. And again, you see the guy just flying all around Tampa, flying all from one ship to the next.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. I only said the things about the backpack because of the movie that I wasn't like RoboCop 3. It's all right. You know,
yeah,
it's okay. But yeah, the first two definitely.
Okay, so here's some pictures that Anthony put together. So we have the production here on the left side, and on the right we have the prototype. So this is what people are talking about with the color, like the prototype.
Oh, it's bright.
Yeah,
prototype looks more like RoboCop 2 RoboCop, where where this you know, Cousins, if you were trying to look at it also in comparison, like PCS is putting out a RoboCop statue, couple third scale statues. The normal one is based off like the RoboCop 1 look and everything with the more classic silver. This like super rare edition is the RoboCop 2 with the blue. like looking at those two, the color differentiations are super, super noticeable. I think they went back looking at the paid scheme maybe or something, or maybe there was licensing stuff or who knows. But the production version is definitely more accurate to RoboCop 3. Now, I prefer RoboCop 2. I like the blue look actually better. That's the one I like because I think it has a little bit more technological look to it and is a little bit just more aesthetically pleasing. But I think that's more accurate to the movie now, the prototype, the actual production.
Right. Okay. Well, I could see that. Like he was saying, because I know Anthony has, he has, I think he has the one from RoboCop 2. So this is what he's getting is pretty much the same thing that he already has. For me, like I said, I'm fine because I need a RoboCop. I just need a RoboCop in the collection right now. I have the battle damage, and that's dope because you really see the Peter Weller head sculpt, and I think that's one of the best head sculpts that Hot Toys has made, as well. But I don't have a proper RoboCop. I don't have a prim proper, fresh from the dealership RoboCop. So for me, this works. But definitely, I can understand why somebody would be a little upset about this. Leo, I don't think you said too much about this. Are you getting this one, or does this interest you?
Nah, it's a pass for me. Because again, bro, I didn't like RoboCop 3 at all. I absolutely hated that film. The first two, again, grew up on, saw the first one in the theaters first day out and was in love with the film itself. It was terrifying, at that time, but it's still, I loved it, loved 2 as well. And the thing is like, you can't, bro, like the minute they again, when I found out Peter Weller wasn't in the third one, I already knew it was doomed. You know what I mean? So, that's what I'm saying, bro. Peter Weller is just such an excellent actor, and he brings Murphy to life. So for me, it was definitely a pass. I mean, it's just something had to give. There was just way too much that's dropping that heat that's out there. And this, unless you get the first one, I mean, I think the original is dope as hell. The one in the chair is definitely incredible. But for people who don't have this one, I think it's definitely one that they can work with. But for me, it was an easy pass for me. Once they slapped that RoboCop 3 logo on there, I was like, yeah, I'm out.
I could totally understand you on that one, bro. That was like, that was definitely.
I just didn't like that movie at all. It was a decline from what we were used to.
It was.
You know what I mean? And again, it's just like, that's it. It just suffered the sequel jinx.
So you watched the TV series too, right?
No. I didn't even like the redo.
The shit that Tom forgot. The RoboCop
video. I watched everything. I watched the animated series from the 80s. I watched the live action series that was terrible. I watched even not so many years after it aired, but that Prime Directives miniseries stuff that was supposed to said decades later and stuff, and actually had like RoboCop's son grown up in it. And
oh my god,
there was another RoboCop, and it was really, really awful.
It was just,
I watched all that stuff.
It was a guy I went to, I think it was a couple years back, New York Comic Con, and he came as RoboCop, and bro, like literally, he sound like Murphy, same inflection, same vocal, that vocoder that actually gave Murphy that whatever, even. Like the movement, the sound effects throughout the entire suit was just phenomenal. The way he did it, it was even he had the remote for the gun that came out of the leg, bro. It was incredible. I was like, that's time that you put in some shit like that. It's incredible how they did it.
Hey Jay, I think he came to AwesomeCon in DC.
I vaguely remember somebody like, yeah.
I think the guy that did it, I asked him how long did it take. He told me it took him 2.5, close to 3 years to make it.
To get it done. Yeah, this dude, like, bro, like it was spot on. And the way all the way down to the walk, I was like, yo, this motherfucker killed that. Like, it was definitely incredible, man. But yeah, RoboCop 3, I guess no love from me at all, bro. at all.
Come on, even RoboCop in Mortal Kombat? Come on.
Yeah, I'm Cam. I'm taking Cam's route on this. I ain't getting that shit.
I ain't getting that shit. Want to give a shout out to Collector Joey. What's up with you, brother? Always good to have you here. Going back to Anthony, what you saying? He said, yeah. He said, I have the one in the chair. It's cool for people who need one, but it's a reissue. What happened to the color? The colored one that the color one they showed. That's all I want to know. Absolutely. RoboCop 3 and RoboCop 3 does suck. Brent, your thoughts on this piece? I know you got to get this one, right?
Not thinking so. I'm pretty much a Star Wars guy primarily. I did pick up some of the Back to the Future figures, and if they ever do make a Lorraine or a Biff, I'm all in.
Ooh, yes.
But and if they ever make some Karate Kid or some Cobra Kai figures, I'm gonna have to. That's gonna be my kryptonite too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's coming. I hope it is, but we'll see. But anyways, I mean, I think if folks out there didn't get in on the earlier offerings of the RoboCop, here you go. Yep. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, obviously, you can take off some of the accessories that maybe you're not happy with. I guess unlikely Al, if you could somehow stomach your way through RoboCop 3, you know, you got a fine piece here. Looks great. You know, and if you really enjoy those movies, I'm sure you know this piece will look great in your collection. But for me, it was an easy pass. But it looks good.
Absolutely. Thank you for your thoughts on that. Leo, I see you got to duck out, bro.
Yeah, I got to get ready for comic book talk with friends, and it's coming up in a bit. So we're definitely gonna, kind of get ready. It's not on till like 9:45, so whatever. Everybody who's watching this, stay here. We'll probably be talking a little bit later on, so stay right here.
Plenty of new stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we definitely got it. We had to kind of narrow it down, just to kind of, in the interest of time and stuff like that. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have the show tonight. But yeah, man, thanks for definitely having me here tonight with this incredible panel. Everybody on here, my brothers, so glad to have y'all and be here with y'all. And yeah, man, I will talk to y'all later on.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here, brother. As always, always.
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, this RoboCop, I ain't getting that shit. I'm out.
Jeez, man. Shots fired. He just peace out, mic drop. Don't buy this stuff.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna jump. Emmanuel Campbell asked the question, and I'm gonna tell him I am doing it. Yes, I am. I had
the fan home thing. Oh,
yeah, the fan home RoboCop and the Millennium Falcon. I'm doing both of those through fan home. Yeah, this answers questions. Yes.
Yeah, those. Did you build one already?
No, I actually wait for the first pieces to come.
Okay. Yeah, those are cool because I know they had one with the Thanos gauntlet. I'm really thinking about buying into that one. And
I would tell you, they the same people that produced the Star Wars Encyclopedia, and the detail that they've done with those books, and look like everything that fan homes pretty much have done thus far. It look like it's very, very on point. So, I love putting things together, and they put, it's a model kit and things come every month. So I'm waiting to see how it turns out. But just to answer Emmanuel Campbell, yes, I am going to get it. And I think it is sound activated also. I think so.
That's dope. That is amazing. That is amazing. What scale is that?
I think is quarter scale. A little bit taller. Yeah.
That's
yeah. I know that damn Falcon. I know the one from Millennium Falcon. That's almost on the line. I think it's bigger than HasLab's Ghost.
Jeez.
Wow. That's amazing. That's an amazing piece right here. That's that.
Look at that though.
Now this right here. So we got InArt gave us some updated production photos of the Batman, Bruce Wayne, and I gotta say, this is phenomenal. This looks great. When I first saw it about a year ago, I was like, it's okay. It looks good. I can still tell it's a figure. This looks like a photo. They definitely improved the hair. Man, just going around the panel real quick. Your thoughts on this? What you guys think about it?
All I'm going to say is this
been
is
fired. That's all I can say.
The shots fired.
Shots been fired. And as you see, Hot Toys doing their thing with Sabine. Then they released this.
Mm-hmm.
We see the tug of war going on.
Yeah.
They released Pennywise. They released Gandalf.
Yep.
So they just letting off their whole salvo, and Hot Toys, they take it. They up in the corner. They like this up in the corner. They still throwing one out there. They threw that one to Sabine out there, kind of stop them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I love this competition. I love to see this to keep both companies on their toes.
This is Monday night. This is Monday Night Raw. You know what I'm saying? So with Monday Night Raw, we remember the Monday Night Wars back in the day with WCW and WWF at the time. And this is what we're seeing again. We're seeing that shit again here in action figure form. And to see these two companies go at it like this, it's amazing. It's amazing. This competition, healthy competition is good. So to see that competition, and for us collectors, it's just good. It's just gravy for us because we're getting better products. You know what I'm saying?
It is that sweet spot. It's going to be a whole different story if they can work on that pricing a little bit in a U.S. distribution.
Absolutely.
If they got that solved, that's going to be the difference between mice and men.
Absolutely. No, I totally agree.
That's the biggest holdback for InArt, I think.
Well, technically, they're not supposed to be distributing the stuff in the U.S. They only have the Asian license. So, except for, I believe, Dune. And, yeah. So, this stuff isn't actually supposed to be making it to the U.S., but it is. So, their distribution isn't really, so I don't think they can really control it when they really can't send it over here. So, yeah.
I'll just say for this isn't InArt just taking a shot, shooting at like Hot Toys. This is InArt with that skull shooting in the direction of like J&D and their $2,500 statue, saying, "Oh, you guys think you guys can do the best thing?" Because they just put out their Batman and Bruce Wayne. Now, obviously, totally different scale. 1/3 versus 1/6, totally different.
Mm-hmm.
But this is them taking a shot, even saying, "Hey, if you don't have $2,500 to spend, but you have, $450 to spend, we can give you something that looks just almost as, if not the same as well, and you can get it just as nicely tailored an outfit, everything as well, take up less space." So that's a good point. It's them taking a shot like everything, but I think this thing looks good. Now, would you be shocked within the next week or two if we see Hot Toys the Batman suddenly just magically come out of the ether finally with the Bat cycle and drop on us and be like,
I think, Lane, I think you're on to something. I think we'll get that. I think we'll get that towards the end of this week, maybe next week. I do. I think, I think they're going to come out swinging with that. It's going to be interesting because they better come with it. And I think Hot Toys knows that they have to come.
It's got to look good. It doesn't have to be. I don't think it needs to be this good because there's still a big price point difference. Like $300 to like $400 or whatever it is that this guy was. But this would be just to every guy's in the panel here. Question to all you guys. So is one thing for InArt, because I know Cousins, like you like the InArt. I know, like Will, I know loves, like he's all in on a lot of the InArt. I have not been an InArt guy for the most part because I didn't have a great experience with Joker. But do you think the distribution method that it now, and I'm not saying because I know they can't put it, but I'm saying for getting it into collectors' hands who want to get it here, with how they do it in the batch format, kind of like Statue Company. And they originally were part of Queen. I don't think they got spun off or whatever, but that's the method they use for putting their stuff out, where it took people like a year, excluding just getting shipped over from China or from Asia, for getting the pieces to people. That method that they put it out in batches, like they make a certain number, send it out, and then 3 months later doing it. Will that always maybe hold or possibly hurt InArt a little bit? Because that may be just the method they have to do it, because
I think it's going to hurt them. Honestly, I definitely think that's going to hurt them. They have to find a way to get these figures in collectors' hands faster. I do like the fact that they're because I didn't think we were going to get Gandalf as soon as we did. Not to mention, I didn't think we were going to get a Pennywise as fast as we did. That's great. Now let's get them in the hand. Now them getting into the hands of the U.S. collectors. That's going to be
could be 6 months from now. That's one thing.
Exactly. You still got people waiting for their Joker. You know what I'm saying? You still got people waiting for their 2-packs. So yeah.
I don't want to rain on parade though. For this is an amazing piece. Like this is an amazing piece. Nothing takes away from
it. It is
definitely. Costa, did you want to chime in on that? No.
I just want to say, I InArt's stuff is like chef's kiss. My first one I think I'm gonna get is the Harry Potter. I know everyone. Why is Harry Potter the first one? Because
it's dope.
Harry Potter. And no, I love this movie, The Batman. Love that movie. It was great Batman movie. It's been a while since we, going through the Snyderverse. But anyway, I think that there is, something to say about the competition, but I also see that does Hot Toys with Star Wars and Marvel, do they really I don't see them losing that license anytime soon, as long as Hasbro has it and it's being done through them, and they have this working relationship for so many years. Is it really affecting the quality that Hot Toys is putting out? Is there really that competition when InArt only has the Lord of the Rings and the WB stuff? Well, basically it's just the WB stuff,
right?
And mostly in Asia. I think part of it, yes, but I also think part of it, I feel that Hot Toys would have, come out with some of the stuff, the rolling eyes for everything, and the, some of the updates they're coming up with now. And as an artist, there's some pride to, things that you put out, and knowing JC, and how he is when these sculpts come out, and it gives you that little extra look at them, not under the bright lights of a blogger photo or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that, I think Hot Toys was still going in this direction, but maybe quicker with that. And it's hard to say if InArt, for me at least, it's hard to say if they're really competition when there's only 2 figures, I think, that they've both done. And
I agree with you. I don't think they look at them exactly like right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not competition. I'm just going to jump out there and say they're not because of what you said. The fact that they have those 2 big licenses. They have Disney. They have Warner Brothers. I mean, they have Warner Brothers. You know what I'm saying? So they have it all. They have a game. And they've been doing this for a long time. And I mean, these guys get out almost damn near 100 figures a year. You know what I'm saying? So InArt has they have a mountain to climb. They're in no way in competition. I just think it's like what you said, is pride as an artist, pride as a company. And JC Hong and Howard, they've been doing this for so long. So they're like, no, we're not gonna fall behind. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do that. But I think they did the artists and stuff, because there was a company a long time ago. I remember Anthony told me this story. There was a company that was going to do the joke. They were going to do Pennywise, and they showed their Pennywise to not JC Home, but they showed it to Howard Chan, and Howard Chan was like, "Yeah, we could do better," and that's why they did Pennywise, just because they knew they could do better. Just because it was like, well, we're just going to do it, and they just did it. You know what I'm saying? So I think with stuff like that, you're right. I think you're right. We were eventually going in this direction of getting rotating eyes on everything. We were getting there. I do think they sped that up, and that's why they gave us this artisan line. to shut the people, shut certain people up, because we were hearing a lot of that in the community. It was a lot of people, oh my God, this is the end of Hot Toys. Oh yeah, this is gonna be, you were hearing that a lot. And it was like JC Hong and Howard Chan was like, up, hold my beer, we got it. Nope. You want rooted hair? Here's rooted hair. Here's some great rooted hair. And they took it, and here we are today. I thought you're right. We were eventually going to be here regardless. I think it just sped up because of InArt. So to see them go back and forth, I think it's really going to be telling when, like Lane was saying, when we do get the Batman from Hot Toys. I think it's going to be good. It's really going to be good. But
InArt did their homework. I mean, InArt did their homework. Yeah. They just laid in the weeds for a while and just kind of watched Hot Toys and saw what they were doing. And 2 years between when you pre-order the figure and get the figure, and what can we do? They had war room meetings to what can we do to one up them. And they went into the production house. They went into their bunker and they started playing with the rooted hair thing. And they finally got some perfection to it. And that's when they dropped it out there. That's when suddenly, they were like, all right, here we are, folks. The gauntlet's out there. And Hot Toys is like, oh, whoa. Because for a very long time, it's not, I don't want to say complacency set in.
Yeah.
But it sort of does when you're not really trying to advance your product
or be challenged.
Yeah. Right. So now you have InArt right there in your rearview mirror, riding alongside you, and you don't have a choice now. And like you said, Jay, I mean, this is wonderful for us collectors because we can just sit back and watch this whole thing play out and totally benefit from it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I'm just wondering if InArt, like, if they increase their quickness to getting the figures out, will it decrease, the quality that they're put, because really they're doing batches and they're having probably the main art director like, this is good, this is good, this is good, this is good. And that's why it's taking, months and months, because, they hit their goal of getting the Joker out before 2023, but like you said, it's September and some people don't even have their Joker yet. So, it's that slow process. I can't wait to see what other stuff they come up with. I'm hoping they get do some other WB characters that I like, Beetlejuice and stuff like that. I'm hoping cool. they dip into those, but I understand like Batman, Lord of the Rings, they're very popular, franchises, and they'll sell. I mean, Batman's gonna sell. I mean,
yeah,
Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, they're not going to have any problems with those. It's just, it'd be nice to see some niche characters come out here and there, to supplement. You get a bunch of the mainstream stuff and then like throw in a Beetlejuice or throw in another WB. Throw in, what did I say last year? The Magic Mike figures. That's a WB license. Let's see some of that. Some Magic Mike figures.
That would be, oh God. See a lot of housewives like, I'm into Hot Toys now. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Be like, honey, I got you something. And then you, it's you piggyback that with another like 10 other figures that she's like, oh, you got me that? Well, you can have the other 10. Sneak them in.
Right.
Anyway.
Want to say hi to the Everyday Collector. What's up with you, bro? Good to have you here. Also, Charlie the Unicorn. How you doing, bro? Blackbird Tech. Hey, how's everybody doing? No, all great thoughts about this. Definitely. I mean, I'm excited to see what InArt does. I have that wonder too. Like, I definitely want to see them progress. I definitely want to see them do something with the way we receive these figures. And I know that they're imports, but you know, you got to get the figures into the hands of the people that want them, you know, especially with these being, you know, American properties and stuff like that. So that's the thing. That's what it just comes down to.
Well,
how can they get
what ones do you have? Of like, obviously, what ones do you know at some point you're supposed to be getting? Are you getting any from
Lord of the
Pennywise,
Rings?
this
I'm
guy,
getting right now. I have
Gandalf?
pre-ordered. I have Gandalf and Aragorn. I have them pre-ordered from Kit. So
will
those
you be able? So will you be able to guarantee here now that you'll be doing a Modern Grails, you know, special edition InArt Gandalf unboxing and morning Gandalf beard futzing guide? All live.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can definitely.
Yeah, you know,
you that.
I mean, you keep yourself looking just positively tailored and everything. You know, I'm sure, you know, 3,000-year-old wizard, you probably should be able to clean up his beard and stuff.
I think I could do something with that. I think I'll use the Chewbacca brush. I'll use the Chewbacca brush on the beard. That's what I'll do.
Cousins in his brain right now is going, I am so going to kill this guy because he is trying to put me on the spot like 6 months early before I'm going to get my figure or something like that.
No, I'm going to look back at this stream. I'm like, now see, I got to do it. I'm going to just,
hey, I'm going to send second brother, hey, can you remind him about doing this like once a month or so? Just that, you know, he should just, you know, remind him that's the best idea anybody has ever given him ever.
I mean, you said it, now I have to do it. I committed, so it's live on air, so I got to do it now. So definitely. But no,
I mean, I'm sorry to be tough on you like that.
It's all good. I'm used to it, man. Definitely. What we gotta do? What's the next thing I wanted to bring up? This piece right here. Now we know Mars Toys. Talked about Hot Toys. We talked about InArt. Now we got to take it to the third party. We got to show some third party love. Even though, I'm trying to back away from a lot of third party figures personally because that's just where I'm at with it right now because there's so much other stuff that's coming out. But this one figure right here and this company right here, it's just killing it. They're just giving us these one-offs, these strange figures that we know Hot Toys or InArt or any other company wouldn't give us, but they're giving it to us. This right here is phenomenal. I find this amazing. They showed us prototypes of a Julie Newmar Catwoman. They're doing a lot with the 60s line. They also doing a lot with the 89 Batman. And to have Alfred in the collection, damn. So it's amazing. Casca, what is your thoughts on this piece, man? I think this is amazing.
I pre-ordered it, so there
you go.
Yeah, I need 89 Batman. That's my Batman. I mean, it came out on my birthday, so it's turning 14. Saw this in the theater on my birthday, so yeah, I love the fact that he comes with the cheeseburger and like tray of food and stuff. That's great. Like the accessories are great. And yeah, look at that head sculpt. It's pretty spot on. I was like you, trying to shy away from like third parties because you know, want the artists to get paid, the licensing, all that stuff.
Exactly.
But nobody's gonna make this. And
I
feel like I'm trying to justify it. I'm going to go to hell, but I don't care because I have this. Got the Willy Wonka that Mars is doing, which I am super excited about that. And the 66 line, that 66 Joker, to me was like could be up for figure of the year.
Absolutely.
They're just doing some really good stuff over there, and I know they like initially they do some like recasting. You know, I think their 89 Joker that they came out with first, or already the 80 that came out with that was a recast, but like they have the new Joker coming out with like 3 different head sculpts for the 89 Joker. They have the Cesar Romero is not a recast. I don't think this isn't. I've never seen anybody make this, so I don't know if some artist out there, made that head sculpt. But like Mars is making their own. I can't wait for the Penguin in both 66 and 89. I can't wait for Catwoman in both 66 and 89. They're doing some exciting stuff, and Hot Toys didn't. I think they started out as a third party at one point.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Yep.
So yeah, they're putting out some pretty impressive things, and I hope they keep it up. Yeah, I'm excited about this one, as you can tell.
Absolutely. I think this is phenomenal. And like you said, it's just who is going to do this? We know the other companies are too big to do it. They got other licenses that they got to take care of. But the fact that Mars is giving us this is just amazing. Second, brother, your thoughts on this piece? I know you're getting into the 89 Batman stuff. Me and you also had an interesting conversation about a Batmobile the other day. So your thoughts on this piece, bro?
Yeah, it's just like you're going to put me down this damn rabbit hole. Like, tell you, like a bad crack dealer, I swear. Take a hit of this. It's not gonna hurt. Yeah, okay.
It's not gonna hurt, baby. No.
It's gonna hurt. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but with third parties, I'm kind of mixed because I agree with Casca that you want everybody to properly get paid for their art and their work. But there's always a but. I like when third party. Damn, they got it comes with the cheeseburger. Hold on.
Yep.
Yeah, they do, dude.
Yep.
Dude, that whole tray.
He's like, I'm in for the cheeseburger.
Yeah, but no, but I like where third parties in a way put pressure on the I won't say main companies, put pressure on other companies that hey, jump out on the limb and take a risk and see where it goes.
Right.
Because you don't see too many third parties sitting around. I mean, figures sitting around, unless you go on eBay and you buy them off of somebody.
Right.
You don't hardly see, I mean, I can't speak for other companies that probably hold their stock, but I see more third parties get sold out than actual Hot Toys.
Yeah.
I see them get sold out, probably because they're not making that many, that mass producing them. That's one thing, but the positive thing of third parties when they do work like this, there are other third party figures that came out that you just like, whoa, damn, and half the price point too. But then the body is a little flim. You get what you pay for essentially. But I'm glad that we have third parties out there that's applying the pressure. And make these guys think in these suits and behind these desks like, whoa. Big Mama just brought out this figure and it's selling like hotcakes. Why didn't we do it? I like to see those that competition there and to see the suits get kind of nervous. Like, wait a minute, this third party come around selling out some stuff. I think we need to do this. So, it's always hopeful when we see something like, damn, we know Hot Toys is not even going to tease it and never going to come out or end up at figure purgatory.
Right.
Or it goes, it goes into another realm. And then you're like, okay. But, all in all, I can't wait to see what else is there. Because like you said, the Mars toys, it made me just want to jump into that whole Batman, the West Batman line. Want me to jump into that? Yeah. But then I started thinking, I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to pretty much figure out some more room for some other stuff that's coming out, or getting into. So.
No, you're right, because I had to make a conscious effort. I had to because I was like, okay, I can only go but so far with the 66 Batman stuff. I was like, I have Adam Westenberg board, have that from Hot Toys. I got Yost blessed me, and I was able to get the 66 Batmobile, and I think that was it for me with the Adam West Batman. I think I was like, that's it. I wanted to get Cesar Romero Joker, but I was going to, but I decided to pull out and not get that one. I don't think I'm getting the Penguin or the Riddler, because it's like, if I keep going in that direction, there's so much other stuff going out and there's so much other things that I want. So I had to really stop myself. But when you come down to these pieces, like, they are rarities, and they kind of become grails because other companies aren't doing them. So that also makes them very appealing. Such as this piece right here. Like, you're not going to get this anywhere else.
It's a good time to be an Alfred fan right now, because you got this Alfred from the movies, and
Yep.
you know, Prime One just put out the first Alfred statue ever up for pre-order in the last week too. So, man, if you got the Batman Forever figures, this is like, I don't know how you cannot get. Even though I'm not a third party person, I don't see how you can, if you own those or you considering getting those. I don't know how you can't get this figure to go with it. Like, if they just go, that's like completing your sandwich, man.
Exactly.
It's right there. Cousins, I don't know. Were you going to talk at all about tonight the jazzing Jedi Starfighter?
Yes, sir. That's coming right up. Boom,
Oh, sorry,
right
I
here.
didn't. I didn't know.
You brought it right up. We lost Brett. Brett actually said he's going to try to come back. He's having some problems right now. But before we continue, want to give a shout out to AJ. Where you at, AJ? Where I just saw your thing? There it is. Give a shout out to AJ. What's up with you? Said he was the Keaton Alfred.
Well, I know. I would just so you can go with that. I was thinking more though, just those that are out and stuff like of him going.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I don't know if anybody saw earlier, but I was just messing around while we were discussing earlier. The Keaton Batman, the regular edition, is on low stock.
Wow, that was
not the deluxe, not the deluxe, just the regular, which is probably, just like a lot of statues, the regular versions usually have lower production than the deluxe ones most times. But anyway, sorry, just wanted to mention that real quick.
No, I'm glad you did. Brent, I see you're back. You're back. We got you back.
He's gonna want to talk about this.
You good, Brent?
Hey, you guys hear me okay? I don't know what happened.
Yep.
My computer just suddenly died on me, so I'm on my phone now.
It's all good, brother. All good. I'm glad you brought this.
As always, so.
Absolutely. Glad you brought this up to me, because yes, Anthony SixthScale Mafia had Yost on last week, and they brought up this, and I know Yost was flirting with this for a minute, but damn it, they're going to do it. 2024, we're getting the Jedi Starfighter. It looks amazing. Brett, your thoughts on this piece?
Well, I watched this video and my jaw dropped. I mean, man, oh man, they are, I tell you what, Jazz Inc. is just continuing to just push it forward and not look backwards. I mean, this is just fantastic. I mean, for people who have space for something like this, we seem to talk every week here on Raw about the N1. Is it coming? Isn't coming? And, here's Yost over here just absolutely, putting one on top of the other and just doing this kind of work. It's just phenomenal. I mean, he even admitted in the video that he's got a lot of work to do on this one. A lot of interesting work, because there's not a whole lot of photos out there of the inside of this ship. And you know how much attention to detail he wants to be. I mean, if it's not movie and screen accurate, he's not going to be about it. So he's going to have a lot of work to do on this one. But this is just fantastic. And to have your artist and Anakin to go with this, money, baby. Money.
Yes, it's money, indeed.
Yes.
Or
indeed.
Or this might just help move. This might just help move the market a little bit on, the value for a lightsaber Anakin has gone down. The older Hot Toy figure, it might go up. This might help it go back up a little bit, because some people are going to be like, "Oh my god, I got to get an Anakin to stick it, like Episode 3 Anakin to stick in this." So I don't have one. I need to go find one right now.
This is where we like to have people like Yost around.
Yep.
They go out there, because Yost actually makes fantasies come to life.
Yes, he does.
And when I saw the so-called the tease of the one Hot Toys brought out a couple of years ago, is that now Yost is putting pressure on them and knowing that, hey, I'm going to do it. I know it's going to sell, because pretty much I put myself out there. The quality is out there. his name is already out there, knowing it's going to be a fantastic piece when it's done.
Right.
So hopefully it puts pressure on Hot Toys. Like, don't be teasing. Oh, I'm about to get raw now. Don't be teasing us shit. And then you'll sit back and like, I know y'all ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna let the hype die down, and all of a sudden I'm gonna hit y'all with a gut punch, and you ain't even gonna see it coming.
He said in this video, it's happening. Yo said it's happening. This is the, he said it's, and if he says it's happening, it's happening.
It's happening. Yeah, it's happening. 2024. Yep, 2024 pre-orders. Yeah, all that's going to be taken very soon. I knew he was, because I've seen him do it before. I've seen him talk about it before, but to actually see like, oh wow, this is really going to happen. It's amazing. It is amazing. Costa, I know you building a display right now for this thing.
Look at Costa, like, damn, I just bought the snow speeder. I just told you wrote that somewhere. I read it. Like, damn, I just bought it.
It's right there. Can you see it? Oh wait, it's right.
Oh. Damn, there it is. Oh shit.
Yeah. What's he got up there?
The snow speeder.
Yes, I got mine too. That's where you got it, huh? That's a beautiful piece.
Yeah.
Looks amazing, brother.
Listen, people doubted me when I said, no, the Jedi Starfighter's coming. You guys don't believe it. It was 2 years now, and it's coming from a different company, but I will take the W for it. I don't care what anybody says. I said it was going to be made by Hot Toys then, but right now I'm taking that W for Jazz Inc.
Absolutely.
And he's making me poor.
They are. What you say? They're making me poor. That's what you say.
I have the '89 Batmobile being paid off right now. So I'm hoping it by the time it's done being paid off, then he'll do the Starfighter.
right. Because that '89 Batmobile, that's coming, man. And that's
gonna be the things that are being added to it are just phenomenal.
Yes.
Yes. So I couldn't go with the Hot Toys. I have the 66 Batmobile was just way too good. They did such a great job with it. It's like, I love it. And yeah, his stuff, I mean, it's pricey because not many people are buying it. You know, it's a very niche thing. And I'm surprised. I'm surprised he hasn't been shut down by Lucasfilm or Disney, because like they're usually pretty like, oh, is that a land speeder? No, sir, you didn't pay us the money for that land speeder, sir, or the dioramas, or like, and it's not even them, like Hasbro, they're the ones with the toy license. How are they not going after him? It's crazy. Don't go after him. Please don't go after him.
Yeah, I think they're doing a HasLab thing that's trying to compete. So to have us to fund it while they build it, which is kind of in a way is smart. If Hot Toys went and did that, it's like, hey, if we looking at these figures, how much, if they took the HasLab approach, you know, that'd be great. Because there's a lot of things that are out there that we wish that was there that is not. But having Jost to do this, and we know that he comes out the box with things of, you know, that, how can I say this, that is on the radar but not on the radar at the same time. Right. And then you're like surprised when it comes out, but then you could also see like, damn, I could see the reason why he did this. And I like what Joe's doing, because it seems like every piece that he puts out, the next piece takes it to another level.
It does. It does. Yeah. It does. I've seen it. I mean, looking at the Falcon, my first piece from them was the Falcon cockpit, and I thought that was exceptional. I thought that was amazing when it came, especially the last run he did. The last run, the one that doesn't have the screws and all that in the front, was amazing. That one went through different variations, different. It was a hard piece to do, and I was happy to see a company actually take it on. But looking at that piece, and now looking at what they did with the 1966 Batmobile, is just on a whole nother level. Like to watch a company grow before our very eyes has been an amazing thing to see. It really has. And the fact that the fact that like Marine Tony was asking, no, he doesn't have the license for the Starfighter or any of the Star Wars stuff.
No.
But what it is and what I think it is, and he's also kind of alluded to this, these companies know, Disney knows they make Hot Toys. They know not too many other companies are going to make these 1/6 scale dioramas that are humongous. But what do these dioramas do? They sell figures. Just like you said, Lane, just like you said, the fact that this is coming out, all those Anakins that were on the secondary market and people are trying to dump to get the artisan Anakin, now probably going to shoot up in value. And guess what? There's another Anakin that's out there. We all forgot the Clone Wars Anakin that people are going to pick up for this as well. His dioramas help sell figures. They drive the movement of figures. And that's probably why Disney isn't really like squawking too much about it, because they're like, okay, who else, whatever company is going to do that besides them? Or they're doing that? Let them do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the Bespin gantry, so that he did a few years ago. So I've got Darth Vader standing there like this, and I've got Luke Skywalker from the what is it, the DX07 2-pack, where he had the, he was all beat up and bloody, and he's hanging on. I mean, I've got the I'm your father moment. I mean, that is the perfect, and it comes with this gigantic like bed blanket sized poster of the Death Star from that moment that you can put up behind it, so you can create that moment like there's no other. I mean, there's the Ray speeder that he made that is just absolutely incredible. I mean, it's on and on. He made a bunch of interior Millennium Falcon stuff. And just we could sit here and talk about the things yet that he could make that hasn't been made yet. I mean, at some point he's going to make an X-Wing pilot or an X-Wing cockpit. He's got.
I'll just say this. I think this is just in reaction to, because remember, we were just talking not too long ago about the dewback and like, oh my God, it's 31 inches long, and like who actually is going to have space to fit it? He was sitting back hearing all of this and just like, no. We can't have people talking about stuff taking up space. That's my gig. Like, that's my gig. So you hit the drawing board real quick and just said, here, Hot Toys, drink my beer.
Well, I would look at it like this. Hot Toys, that you did not do the N1, already had a space for the N1 reserved.
There you go.
This will go in its place.
There you go.
As much as like the N1, I think this is actually cooler.
I do too. No, I do too. Yep.
I like the N1.
I'm sorry.
That still didn't have Blue Starfighter.
Yeah, N1's overrated. Like, I don't know why everybody's like was all like hot and bothered by the N1. Was it the 6 feet long? I don't know. But yeah, right? 6 feet by 4 feet. Ooh, it's so big.
Wow. Oh, wow.
But seriously, it's not.
It's not like one of them.
I prefer this show.
I'm just gonna say that I know people are super excited with this and stuff, but honestly, I'm just gonna say as an OT fan, I'm still more excited for the dewback than this. Because that's an actual now that's a clip like the I think the ultimate, because it just creatures aren't made very much. We've seen other I've had vehicles in different scales and stuff.
Yeah.
Do I think I can necessarily fit the dewback? I don't know. Like, that thing's big, so I know I can't fit. Like, this is completely out of thing.
All right, Lane, will you crowdfund a
Tauntaun with Commander Luke
you're gonna do a
Skywalker
rooted
and
hair? You're gonna crowdfund a rooted hair Tauntaun?
I think somebody's doing
if
that.
It comes with Luke Skywalker or Han Solo, like actually in the Hoth gear, I would do that. I would do that 20 times over the Jedi Starfighter. Like, because that's Luke or Han. Like, that's as much as I like Anakin, I'm an original trilogy guy. Those are the main heroes to me.
Yeah.
Star Wars. Now, if it was a Darth Vader TIE Advanced Starfighter, Like, I
Talk
mean,
to
the
me
Jedi
now.
Fighter
Talk to me
thing,
now.
but the TIE Advanced Starfighter,
Yep.
or even if it was like, let's say it's not the whole thing, like they were talking about, it might be just too big. I mean, it's roughly, I think, the same size as a Jedi Starfighter. But if they were to do the cockpit with a Darth Vader, like Hot Toys or whoever, or to do like the cockpit maybe focused like on that part with Darth Vader or something, or what if Hot Toys did, like, let's just say did a cockpit, some sort of diorama cockpit with a TIE fighter pilot.
Or Lane, are you the damn wizard?
They call him the Wizard.
Dog, loving what you're saying there, bro.
And I'm not
Loving
trying
it.
to undercut, but I think this thing is amazing if they actually get it done and get it off the ground and get it in people's hands.
Haven't we seen they did a TIE Interceptor like that at one point? I thought I saw pictures of one.
Well, there's an interceptor that NYC is doing. The third party company that makes a lot of the statues and stuff. They're doing it. They and somebody else, I think, have a line of smaller miniatures of the ship, but like the full size, they're doing.
No, I think this is an actual 1/6 one that I saw. I got to look for the photo because I'm just looking at it and it has Vader at the bottom of it. So
I think wasn't that shown one time maybe by Hot Toys years ago?
Yeah,
I think they have it on display.
Like they did I know they did the Millennium Falcon that was like the size of the effing. I mean, I'm a guy who owned the flag, the old G.I. Joe flag that was 7 feet long.
Oh man, go ahead. Man. I wanted that and I couldn't get it. Man,
I had that, and I had like the
Same.
Rolling Thunder, which was like 4 feet long. So I've had some big vehicles. My dad like threw it out a year later or something like that because it was taking up too much space. Now I'm like, well, even open, I probably could sell it if I kept it in half decent stuff. I mean, I had some Y-wings from like Return of the Jedi in the original box that I sold for a bunch of money.
Hey Jay, that flag was so big, you know, mom and dad wouldn't get it for me. They was like, dude, this thing is a half the size of your room. Where are you going to sleep?
Right. I remember hearing you talk about it.
I just had someone do a flag that actually like their own version, like I think a 3D print up that actually like floated in water or something like that. And I would just
yeah, I saw that video not too long.
Yeah, that I would just like, dude, that may be taking realism a little bit too far with my toys and stuff like that. But you know, I'm just so happy to see. I mean, if this works out and stuff, it's just, I think it does. I don't know if we all need giant. Everybody doesn't need necessarily like. I think the Hot Toys, you know, if they did the N1, it would be so silly expensive and stuff. Yeah. And I think Jazzing can kind of get away with if, you know, sometimes there's a little bit of certain issues with some of their product, maybe a little because they are quote a third party for some of the stuff they do. Mm-hmm. Where if Hot Toys had problems, I think it, you know, for some of their stuff would get run over the coals, like very badly so. Yeah, possibly.
My guess is that this ship is going to come in somewhere between 1,500 and about 1,700.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be bad.
About the same price as the Snowspeeder.
The Snowspeeder, I think started out around 13, and then if the early people who got in on it, like me, I did monthly installments on it for like a year. And then, you know, but then about 3/4 of the way through that year, costs went up for Yost, and he had to ratchet the price up, and it went up like $150, and that's where it kind of hung out until he finally started shipping them about 2 months ago. But yeah, I mean, you know, this kind of stuff, I mean, it really accents our collections, and he's found a lane, he's found a niche, he's found a place where we can get some stuff like this. And you know, I will say this. I mean, you know, Jay, I have the Falcon cockpit too, and I got the one where you had the movie. You know, you could hear movie lines in it with the audio track. I don't know if you have that one, but I find it interesting that the Snowspeeder didn't have an option like that. So maybe. You know, there were lines out there at that part of the movie when he was talking to Dak and when they were flying around through the AT-ATs. I mean, everybody was talking. I mean, you know, I wonder if somebody from Lucasfilm might have contacted him and said, hey, you know, you can't take straight movie lines and put them in your ships because I don't, you know, I mean, I love that Snowspeeder. Don't get me wrong, but I would have loved to have had a little remote control like I have with the Falcon cockpit and have 10 movie lines I can play. You know,
exactly. Yeah, I actually forgot about that function because I was actually one of the people where I was Mr. Impatient, and they were like, "Look, we don't have sound cards in a certain set of them, but we'll give you a discount and we'll send it out." So I got I actually added. I went on Amazon and I think I bought like a little sound box and I added the little sounds to it myself. But I actually forgot that he had those functions built in to the cockpits, and it is interesting because I meant to ask that to somebody. I was like, "Yeah, did that come with any sound or anything like that?" But yeah, that's interesting that it didn't. So who knows? He probably he has been talking to people.
Yeah, this piece here had some great dialogue and lines at the beginning of the movie where they were flying around, and some great Anakin lines and one-liners and stuff. It'd be great to have that with this piece, but I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
No. Now, did you guys all see? And shout out to my guy Benjamin E. Green, one of the nicest guys I ever know. My guy, that's Unc right there. He said, he brings up the X-wing. Yost did show us an X-wing cockpit. I find that very, very, very interesting. Anybody else interested in that piece as well?
100%. I don't know how I'm going to be able
Star
to turn
Wars.
this on. That's OT, and I've got to. At some point, Hot Toys 2 has to do an X-Wing Luke. I know Sideshow did a 1/6 version of him probably 9 years ago, but that figure so badly needs an upgrade. It's not even, it's ridiculous. So
absolutely.
We need that one, and it would be nice to have that one come out. I mean, the Snowspeeder Luke came out from Hot Toys, and then the Snowspeeder from Jazz Inc came out. How many people bought that Snowspeeder Luke because they were getting Jazz Inc Snowspeeder? I'm one of them.
That's
well,
right.
Hey, raise your hand. Absolutely.
100%. Absolutely. Well, guys, that was amazing show for tonight. I want to wrong thing. Yeah. I want to thank you all for being here tonight on this episode of 6th Scale Raw with your boy, Brother Cousins, and the panel, filling in for Aries. Hope I did a good job. I tried to do a good job.
We dodged the iceberg.
You did a great job.
We dodged the iceberg, ladies and gentlemen, because I really thought we was going and I was like, look, I'm going to have to go down with the ship.
Who's going to start singing?
Yeah.
I don't ever need to. That's one song I don't ever need to hear ever again in my life. I really don't. But once again, thank you all out there in the panel. You guys were or in the chat. You guys were awesome tonight. Thank you so much for being here with us. Costco Pop Culture Living Room. What is going on with you and your channel, my brother?
I am busting my ass right now, editing my next tutorial video, which you can sorry, these risers.
Nice.
Yeah, these are the black versions.
Okay.
So
nice.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the white versions are in there by Skeletor. Skeletor's on them. So
nice.
Yeah, I have this this case doesn't have the same ability to put those floating shelves that I made for the garage shelves.
No.
So I needed to do, risers is under, you do a 24, you can actually do a 24 to 12, probably for about $20. 24 inches long.
Not bad.
And a
at all.
12-inch one. Yeah, considering there's a lot of risers on Amazon that are expensive, and they're all the acrylic ones, and they suck.
Yeah.
These don't suck. These are actually I've actually fallen in love with these. So
that actually looks sturdy and looks like it can hold about.
Oh
yeah, it can hold a figure. Not going to slide off or anything.
Yeah, it can hold all kinds of shit. Yeah, probably put like a one of me on here and it not break. So yeah, that's a lot of weight. So that's what I'm working on right now, real quick, trying to get that out this week. Maybe it's just my editing process is I do a lot of editing, quick cuts and this and that, and I like to do special effects and stuff.
Absolutely.
And then after that, I'm gonna try to get a Discord together, so that everybody can come together and do Discordy things in it. and then I'm gonna finally finish these other cases so I can, I say that every time. Hopefully next time I'm on. Actually, it won't be next time I'm on because hopefully we'll do this sooner rather than later. But anyway, yeah, tutorial. Risers.
Can't wait.
Look,
Can't
it's
wait.
black. It goes
Can't
into
wait.
your black case.
I can't wait, brother. I use your recipe to build my stuff, and I actually got another case coming. And I also some
Really
other stuff
easy.
it's also some stuff I got to ask you about too.
Okay.
With building my garage show, so we'll definitely be in touch and talking about it. Definitely. Always good to have you here, my brother. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate your time and just your expertise of collecting.
I just make it up as I go along. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna get some wood and some metal, and I'm gonna put them together.
There you go, man with a plan. Absolutely. Brett, Star Wars news, man. What you got going on, man? You gonna be talking to Mark Hamill again? What's going on?
I don't know. I haven't tweeted at him in a while. Maybe I need to go bug him again and see what's going on. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gearing up for episode 5, man.
Yes,
I'm really got the juices going for tomorrow night, and they got me interested in what this is going to happen and how it's all going to go down, and I think it could be a very, very, very important piece of Star Wars that we're all going to lay our eyes on tomorrow night. So, let's all take it in and somehow decompress from it for 5 days. And then we reconvene here, I guess, next Monday and probably have a very healthy discussion about it. Right. So I'm looking forward to that. And I love being here with you guys. So thanks again for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. Always, always great to have you on the show. And hey, we couldn't do it without you guys. Absolutely. Benjamin Green just sent me, before we continue, just said something. He said, Jazzing just announced that he isn't going to be doing the 1966 Batman and Robin figures now due to the third-party companies and no license yet. Jazz Inc has the Batman license. Yeah, well, yeah, that sucks. But there are others out there on the market now. So, yep. Lumi says, great show. Thank you, Lumi. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Second brother, what you got going on, bro?
Man, wait for the time we had to get together on the unboxing of that Grim Knight that's sitting upstairs.
Yeah, I can't wait to film that, bro. I'm bringing all the goodies, and we filming that definitely.
Yeah, but, just taking things day by day. Today, we didn't probably talk about it, but today, the day is 9/11.
Yes, sir.
And want everyone to take time out to think about what they were doing on that exact day when that went down. I know what I was doing.
Yep.
And pretty much how that event brought the country together.
Yes.
And we got to be reminded sometimes when we have these days like this, it reminds us of like, okay, we're in this country, we're in this thing together. So we have to pretty much stick together, love the things that we love, embrace each other's differences, and just keep things moving. So when it's a day like this, it always reminds me of, you know what? I was mad at you yesterday, but you're my brother today.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Not to try to bring in a sad spot to anything. I'm not trying to do that. Just trying to make everyone realize we only get one life.
That's right.
One day at a time, one step at a time, and just respect each other's differences, and just be, like I said, good human beings to each other.
Exactly.
How we get together and do this every week, every day. We talk about figures. We turn around and get together with these things we love. Everybody should just follow that same thing throughout their whole life. So,
absolutely.
You just got to enjoy what we love, and just keep coming back for more, and absolutely have those good differences. But
absolutely, it's beautifully said, and definitely something definitely to remember. Never forget what happened on that day, and definitely. We definitely need to take care of each other and look out for each other. And I always say this, and it's a line, and I do this type of work. if you see something, say something. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know, be vigilant and just keep your eyes out there and just look out for each other. You know, we all in this, at the end of the day, we're all in this life together. So definitely thank you so much for being here and saying that, big bro. I definitely appreciate it.
No problem, man.
Totally. Lane, what you got going on, bro? What's up with
I
you?
don't know how I
and your
can follow
channel?
up after that. You know,
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this week I'll be on Thursday night having part 2. I think of a discussion on some of this stuff we talked about.
Yep.
You know, I'm interested to kind of see people starting to get in hand some of the Boba Fett from Book of Boba. I'm waiting for my person I'm getting that from to finally get it in. I've gone back and forth because I had pre-ordered a long time ago that what do you call it, the Kate Bishop, but it seems like that's one that just like falls in the who cares, like kind of camp at this point.
Yeah, I kind of want it though. I don't know. I kind of still want it.
I've had it paid off, but I almost was like that's $270 I could use to pay off my Moff Gideon that I paid on, that I pre-ordered, and like that would be good. But you know, I think this is an exciting time right now. We're all hyped up. I really hope Ahsoka episode 5 is good. Like I'm excited, but also I have a little bit of trepidation. Like I said, for me personally, because I've been kind of a 50-50 so far.
Yeah.
But Star Wars is one of those things, like one of those properties. Even if you go back at Clone Wars or Rebels, because Rebels had some seasons which you may like, or episodes you kind of go, even for me and stuff, because it was a younger audience.
Yeah.
But Star Wars is one of those things when they get rolling on something like very positive. I mean, even Mando season 1, you know, there was a couple early episodes it was good, and then we're kind of like, you know, but once it gets rolling, Star Wars always seems to have a tendency to get really good and entertaining and suck you in. So
yeah,
I think Ahsoka, why I'm so feeling positive and I want to put money on Ahsoka, like second half is going to be an entertaining ride from beginning to end, you know, and hopefully leaves a little bit of stuff open and, you know, takes care of a lot of its plot, but leaves a couple things here and there where we could have a movie or second season or something, you know, whatever it's going to tie in down the road.
Believe me, how the pacing is going, you're going to see a second season and a third if they continue with the pacing that they're on right now.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Hopefully this is make the Republic not look like quite such Mormons. I know Darth Helmet. Darth Helmet said at bed, "Evil wins because good is stupid." Let's have good not be quite as stupid all the time.
We shall see. I know I am so excited for tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, man, we know where we're all going to be at.
Absolutely. And the funny, I just love that. I love the fact that it's that TV, it's appointment TV. I love that. I love that. I have that. I can work. I'm like, oh, I got to put the kid to get bed. Oh, I got to get through work tomorrow. But 9:00, I got that show. To watch. So I just love that they're giving us that. I look forward to
You're going to make sure that things don't run smack into it. You're like, if you have a stream, you guys like, sorry, it's going to be 9:30 or 9:45.
Jump.
then after that.
Or you just turn on the camera like, say that again. Wait a minute. Damn, Ahsoka just did this. Oh shit! It'd be one of those streams. Like when he's not even paying attention, you should be looking at the TV. So you know,
it's probably good you're not having a stream right after Ahsoka finishes or something, because you're going to be like this. You're not even going to say anything because you're worried you're going to go and bleh just suddenly should be a hot toy or bleh. I just remember seeing that. And like half your audience hasn't even watched it yet.
It was so funny last week because soon as the episode ended, I had, y'all know Braden. I called him Big Money Braden. Braden was like, oh my God, this is the best episode. We were just instantly chatting about it. He was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is amazing. So yeah, it's you know, I just can't wait. I can't wait.
I know. It's fun. You know, it's so much fun. So much fun right now. That's all what we want, I think, right now.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much. I don't always drink coffee, but when I do, I drink it at SixthScale Cantina, baby. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Later.
Have a good night, everybody.
All right, fellas.
I'm about to hit the wrong button. Hold on. There we go.